What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today we're here for PSGL France, and as you can see it's raining. We're here in Q1. I missed last week's upload, mainly because I just wasn't really in the mood to make a video, that's the truth. But I've got a few videos in the pipeline now, and I'm planning on consistently uploading every Wednesday or so, minimum once a week. So yeah, as you can see, PSGL, it is raining. The practice I did for this race, qualifying wasn't looking great, so I was planning on going for P11 as that's the kind of OP alternative strat, best position to be in. But as you can see, it's raining, so that's not really going to matter if we can get through to Q3, because you'd be able to start on the alt tyre anyway. But yeah, so far we're in P7. We're on a good lap. We're about 8/10 up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe even turn post notifications on. And we come across the line quickly here to do a 41.6. That moves us into P3, just under 2/10 off Barry, who's at the pace at the moment. So we did a cool down lap. We're going to go for another one as we just want to be able to get some laps on the board. We don't really know the conditions. We didn't really practice them at all. So we're kind of learning on our feet. As you can see, they're just sliding, losing time, which is not great. We lost about a 10th on exit there. But it's still looking decent. We just need to get, as I said before, a lap time in. The balance of the car felt quite nice in these wet conditions. I felt like I had a decent amount of turning and grip. As we lose a bit of time there on exit, we'd lose probably about a 10th, but we are going to gain a little bit on traction here. So overall, not bad so far. Just, as I said before, trying to get a lap in and see what we can really do.
Oh dear.
This is PSGL on PC, and one thing it's to mention, I'm not going to be continuing in TSRL.
Mate, that feels so much different to Xbox. That's ridiculous.
Mainly because, as you can hear Jake in the background there, saying how different Xbox feels just in these conditions, and I don't want to really be switching between the platforms. Like every day there's a day difference in between the leagues, and it's just not really possible for me to go backwards and forth, switching between them. So I decided I'm not going to continue with TSRL. So I'm going to be doing PSGL now full time in the AlphaTauri. Unfortunately, in the AlphaTauri, because it's not a very nice car in this game, personally. But I am also doing another league. It's called RL Global. It's on a Tuesday. The first race has happened by the time I'm recording this, and it was decent. Yeah, so that will also be another upload for the week.
Bonnie, you told me to put it on 27. It's on 27.
As you can hear, Jake just arguing with the tier coordinator about some telemetry thing.
Yeah.
But as you could hear there, Jake just said Jake's just saying he's going to go to 2 front wing for the last run,
okay, I'm
going to do the same thing, which I really shouldn't have done. And also I didn't change the tyres, just in case we needed to use the wets in Q2. But yeah, Jake said he was going to 2 front wing to make it more stable, more drivable. But as you can see, straight away we've lost time because we just don't have the same front downforce into the corner. And I think this corner here is the biggest tell of that. We just understeer wide and probably very lucky not to get invalid there. And while we are in P8 on still an okay lap, we're going to actually have to improve, or because the track's drying up, we're going to have to improve. So we're gaining time here, and that's mainly from mistakes we made on the previous lap and just the track drying a bit. But on the 2 front wing now, we just don't have that same bite into the corner that we once had. It's going to be actually rather tough for us, considering we don't know how the 2 front wing really feels, and the fact we're on worn tyres compared to everyone else being on basically fresh tyres. So yeah, we are finding time, but also at the same time, it's just we don't have the grip we really need, as Yana does a 40.9, and I think that just shows how much the track was drying up. I don't think that was necessarily in the tank of 40.9, but on 3 front wing, new tyres, I could have got a lot closer than I am at the moment. As we go quite wide into this double right-hander, we just wash wide, and that's invalid, and that's going to be the end of our qualifying session. And now we're going to have to pray that we get through, and by 6/100ths, we are out. Me and Jake both out. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Looking back, it's easy to say I shouldn't have used the 2 front wing, and I should have gone on new tyres. But yeah, at the time, I don't know, I just kind of didn't think
Right.
properly about it. And the
You
problem
need
is
to.
now we're back in P17 and everyone's on the same tyre, and pretty much everyone's on the hard tyre. So it's going to be very hard for us to even make any inroads. But the 5 lights are on now. And it's lights out and away we go. Sorry for like the recording lagging a bit. I do fix this for the next race. It's just an issue with the game. But we get a decent stop. But we get boxed in by Timon behind us and we get absolute flyer. And then Alvaro on our outside. So we lose 2 positions there. We're now in P19. And we've got Can behind us in the Renault looking for a move. So we might even go into last. But I wasn't really... I didn't really want that to happen. So I'm going to have a little look on Alvaro. I'm going to try to go around the outside of him as... The start is everything. You can see Jake making up a few positions in front of us, our teammate. And track position here is key, so we try and get a position gained on Alvaro around the outside, and he kind of just doesn't leave us any room, and we're going to be down in last place if we're not careful, but using a bit of our overtake, not too much. We're going to try and hang it around the outside, and we keep the position from Can, and we make the move on Alvaro just about. Still side by side, but using the overtake we do get ahead. So back into P18 from P17. So it's not been a very good start at all. This race kind of opened my eyes up to how aggressive you need to be on PC at the start of the race. As we're stuck behind Yari now, who's trying to make a move on Timon. As Alvaro has a little look on our inside, we leave him just enough space.
Ruben, you got damage.
But I almost think he was defending from Can behind, as Can actually does get through. Yeah, they're side by side a bit. So, as you can see in front, it's a bit of a cluster.
What am I doing?
A cluster of cars. As yeah, it's really quite aggressive. I wasn't really expecting it. As you can see, Yari on the inside. Yari. Apologies about that, but he can't get the move done on Timon, and now they're going side by side, and we are just basically boxed in at this stage, and we're just losing time to the guys in front. As Timon has a little bit of a moment there, we try going around his inside the next corner. We have to be cautious so we don't go into the back of Yari there, as that could have easily been our front wing gone, and that's the last thing you need. If you don't make up positions, like, just at least make sure you keep your front wing, because that'll be more critical than gaining a few positions.
That's not really much we can do now.
And as you can hear there, Jake just confirming our fears. Now we're in a train. There's not really much we can do. What on earth? I've been hit. Because just the way the game is, the ERS kills the racing, to be honest.
Oh, Fab's using the ERS.
Literally nothing happened until lap 12. We try using a little bit of the ERS to get close to Timon. He can just use a little bit, keep the gap the same, and it just ruins everything, really. So yeah, we're really quite close to Timon in front, but you just can't do anything. Like, if you go for a lunge, you're risking damage, you're risking taking the guy out, or taking yourself out. And it's just not worth it or really possible to go for, as it's now lap 12, and Timon and a few others actually do pit. And
already?
As you can see there, Jake was also saying really, as in, that's quite early. We were not expecting it. I was expecting to go to lap 14, 15, we cut onto lap 14 now, still behind Yari. Jake and a few others pitted, so we're going to get undercut quite badly, as they're going to be on fresh mediums. We do make the position, or make the overtake on Yari into P8 now. 1.3 behind Dario in front. And 3.5 to Fabrizio, which I think is quite a crucial thing to remember. That we're around 3.5 behind him, 3.6. Yeah, just for the end of the race. So we are going to be pitting on this lap, and we're just going to have to hope people get held around us. They've had instance battles, otherwise we're going to get undercutted quite badly. Yeah, not really using our ERS on the in lap, because there's not really much point in this position. Making sure we don't cross the white line and we are in the pit lane. Make sure we don't speed, go over 37 mile an hour, and yeah, make sure we select medium. So this is going to be quite crucial, that we don't get held and we don't lose too many positions due to the undercut. As you can see, the recording's lagging quite a bit. This does get fixed. There's not really much we can do about it. We get held a little bit, but it's not too bad, really. in consideration to what it could have been. And also, sorry about the black bar at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, as you can tell, I've had some problems with this recording. It recorded in the wrong resolution, basically. So yeah, that's that, but it will be fixed for next time. But we do, in fact, manage to stay in front of Alvaro, who was behind us, but we do lose the position to Can in front of us. And now, skipping on to lap 18, we are in P16, so we haven't lost too much, to be fair.
I just need to get a bit closer to him.
But we're going to try and make a move on Dario here.
I thought, well, I'm pretty sure I was alongside, but not. No, I've just been punted off.
So we make the move into the middle chicane on Dario. There's a little bit of contact, but there's not really much other we could do there. It wasn't really our fault. But yeah, it's fine. I don't think he got damaged or anything.
I'm going to go for the same move.
But skipping on to lap 21 now, we are behind this train of cars, but actually they have been battling, and this is where problems begin to happen for us. As you can see, they're going 2 wide into this flat out section. They're almost going 3 wide now. They're making contact, and they're just losing so much time to the people in front that we are now just stuck here, and there's like a 3-second gap to the people in front, and we haven't even got past these cars. So we're going to have to try and get past them as quickly as we can, and if anyone's got penalties in front, which I can confirm they do, we're not going to be able to capitalise, because these guys are just battling so hard when you could just gain the positions through other people having penalties. I know a few of them themselves have penalties, but yeah, it's just a bit confusing for me, to be honest. But on lap 22 now, you can see Dylan Warren in front of us. His red light is flashing. That means he is low on ERS. And it's flashing even before the straight, which means he must be very low. As we get very close, but as you can see here, he kind of lags, and then he just goes straight on. I don't know if he goes straight on because we've made contact with him, but as you can see, there was no contact on our screen other than his car kind of ghosting, so there's not really anything we could do about that. Kind of weird to say sorry if I'd done anything, but literally nothing I could have done there. It was just a netcode incident. But on lap 24 now, we're still losing more time to the guys in front. We're using some of our overtake to maybe try get past Lucas UK, who just turns in as if we're not there. So we have to back out of it. But yeah, as you can see again, his red light is flashing. We have a little bit more ERS than these guys. But yeah, it's just that undercut and the fact these guys have been battling so hard is really going to cost us this race. As we're still only in P14, so it's not been a great race so far. We just have to try and make up any positions we can, try and gain as much time as possible. As you can see on the mini-map down below, the gap is quite big now, so again, just trying to do something, but you can't do anything when the guy in front has DRS, basically. And this section here, they don't have DRS, so I've seen Louis' red lights flashing. So I'm going to go up the inside like we did before, but we're going to get enough alongside where he can't turn in on us. And we're going to get the position, are we? He hangs it around the outside. But after he turned on me, I wasn't really too pleased with it, so I just kind of ran him out of road. A little bit naughty, but he wasn't really alongside when I did that. It was kind of tyre face to tyre face, his front tyre to my rear tyre. And it happens all the time in races, so it's a little bit naughty, but nothing you're really going to get penalised for. But moving on to the final lap, we are in P13. So it's not been a good race. As you can see, we got our first warning of the race. Let's just see if we can make up another position on the track. We've got Can in front of us. And really, I think the race picture was actually quite good. I was using the TT setup, so it's not really anything to shout about my setup personally. But as you can see, Can made a mistake there, so this is the moment we've got to use all of our overtake. And you can see his red lights flashing. Ours will now be flashing, but we make the move on the inside. He doesn't defend it as he has penalties, and that's us into P12. And now you can see the gap in front of us is 3.5 seconds.
I'm actually really bad at this game.
That's just how much time we've lost. Remember, Fabrizio was about 3.5 before the pit stops. It's not that we've been driving slowly. In fact, as I said before, the pace felt quite good. It's just the battling these guys have been doing that's cost us so much time.
Apex speed, come on.
Timon and the guys in front, they do have 3-second time penalties, and it's about 3.5, so we're trying to push as hard as we can in this last sector to maybe get within 3 seconds.
How have we
as his
dropped
tyres
so far
are
off the
2
others?
laps older than ours. We got it down to 3.3, so we've gained 2 tenths using every drop of our overtake, most of our fuel, as Jarno wins the race. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, let's go.
But we aren't going to be able to get the position. We get it to 3.1 seconds. We gain 1 position on penalties, but we don't get
Oh, we
time,
didn't have
and we
penalty
miss
anyway.
out on points by 1/10 of a second,
As if I got P7 out of
which
that.
is rather frustrating. As you can see, we were 1.8 seconds off our teammate Jake, who was P7. And in the end, we finished about 5.5 seconds off Fabrizio Donoso. So we lost just 2 seconds to him through battling, and I think even more to some of the other guys because they came out in front of him. So yeah, it's just quite annoying how much they were battling. But anyway, that is what it is. We learn, we move on, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next week for a new upload. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.